Hi guys, welcome back. So, I'm a little sick. I have a fucking sore throat, so it hurts when I talk, and I'm kind of losing my voice, so if I sound like a fucking crackhead, please forgive me. So, today's video is going to be a story time about what happened like a month or two ago. If you guys have me on Snapchat, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. Just because I did post about what video I should do first, and that night that happened, what happened to me was posted on my Snapchat story. So, yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. And I'm sorry about my fucking squeaking chair. What? Shut the fuck up. I need to get a new chair. Anyways, so this happened like I think like a month and maybe 2 months ago. I was with this guy. I am gonna post videos about on here just so you guys can see like what was going on, like just so you guys can see that I'm not lying about what happened. In the videos that I will be uploading on the video will say his name. Anyways, let's get right into the story time and let's talk about this shit. When I was single, I was, still out there spreading my wings or whatever. And there's this guy who I've been talking to for like a couple of, maybe like a month or two. But we never hung out just because he was always busy and I was always busy. So we never like got the chance to. During this hangout, like when he asked me to hang out with him, like I knew what he wanted to do. Like he didn't even have to tell me. So he finally like comes to my house and picks me up. And every single time like there's someone who wants to hang out, like they're like, oh well, can we go inside your house, blah blah. I have never let anyone, no one, a guy, like sleep over, come inside of me, my parents or anything like that. Like my family is like it's just, my family is everything. So no one has ever met my family. Not in one relationship that I have ever been has met my mom or my siblings. So yeah, so I wasn't just about to bring someone into my home when I knew what was going to happen. So, okay, so he ends up coming and he messages me obviously that he's outside, and I hurry up and change and I go outside. I honestly didn't even look my best. It was, I was wearing like my pajama shirt that I always wear, like it's super long, and like my makeup was all messy because I just gotten off work like a couple hours before then. So like, I wasn't like pussy stunting, I wasn't like this shit. And I wasn't about to get ready just for like a hookup, like, bitch, no. So he doesn't know where to go. Like he doesn't know where we should like hang out or anything. And I'm like, I honestly don't know. Like we can go anywhere you want to go. I don't have an issue with going anywhere you want to go. So we just are like driving in circles for like the past like 20 minutes, and like we start talking just a little. And yeah, so like, nothing like too major. I didn't want to ask too much questions just because like, again, like I knew what was going to happen. I don't like getting to know someone when I know what's going to happen. Like I know like if it's going to be sex, like I'd rather not get emotionally attached to that person. I'd rather keep my feelings professional and not get emotionally involved. After like the 20 minutes that have passed by just driving in circles, and like we were still in my area from where I live, so we hadn't been like left too far to a different city, whatever. He finally like pulls over to a gas station, and he goes into the bathroom, I guess, and I'm just like waiting in the car, and just on my phone basically. And like when when I say this, I mean this in the most like truthful and honest way possible. Like this guy literally took like maybe even more, I don't know, but he took like 30 minutes in the fucking bathroom. 30 minutes he left me outside waiting. And I'm sitting here like, oh my God, like I'm literally about to walk home. Because the gas station that we were at, like it was actually just down the street from where I live. So I'm like, you know what, fuck this, I'm about to walk home. And, you know, I was getting fucking irritated. I'm like, oh my God, like, is he coming? Is he not? Like, what's up? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you know, I thought someone, like, killed him in the bathroom or something. I don't fucking know. And he finally comes out, and I locked the doors. The reason why I locked the doors is because I was getting, like, I was getting scared. I don't know, like, I felt like he was gonna call more guys or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I was freaking out. He was taking 30 minutes in the bathroom. Like, I don't know what was going on. And, like, you know, it was, like, really late. So, like, you know, some people would come and it was just, like, guys. And then I would freak out. And I'm like, oh, my God. Like, so I locked myself in the car. Finally, he came out and, like, when he got in, he seemed really different from when he, like, picked me up. Like, he seemed, like, really on edge. Like, something was wrong. And, like, stupid me, like, ignored it. Like, I felt it. And, like, I should have told him to just take me home after, like, the 30-minute wait that he left me. But I didn't. You know, because he was very, very extremely attractive. So I was just like, nah, bitch, just fucking stay. Like, it's okay. And, you know, we were driving out and, like, he started to swerve really bad. Like, he was, like, swerving really bad. And I was like, oh my God, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I looked at him and, fuck, I forgot his fucking real name. I think it's John or Mike. I don't even fucking know. Like I said, you're gonna hear me say his name in the Snapchat. That's not even his real name anyways. He lied to me about his real name, so the name that he told me is not his name. It's a different it's a real different name, but I don't remember. I fucking forgot it. So yeah, so he like starts like driving like really crazy, and I told him like, are you okay? Like, do you need to pull over? Do you need to stop? And like he kept looking at me. He's like, acting like super super weird, and he's like, no, yeah, I'm fine, like, but he was saying it's so fucked up, like how you were like, you know how when people like drunk talk, like that's how he kind of sounded, but like I knew he wasn't drunk, like it wasn't even that, like I felt like he did something in the bathroom when he was there for 30 fucking minutes. And oh my God, like I just had it at this point when we were driving past into like the city of Murray, here in Utah. It's a city here in Utah, Murray. And we were passing by, and honestly, like, I don't, like, God maybe, like, was watching me or something, because when we were driving, he started to swerve, like, this way, and, like, he almost hit another car. Like, he was this close to hitting another car, and, like, I yelled at him. I was like, oh my God, like, stop, like, just pull over, like, this is, like, you're driving really crazy, like, I don't even know what's wrong with you, you're saying you're fine, but you're not fine, like, I know you're not. And, like, he just wouldn't answer me, like, he just stayed quiet the whole time. I was like, oh my God, like, what the fuck did I get myself into? And finally kept driving and driving, and he did it again. He almost hit another car, and I was like, oh my God, he's gonna fucking kill me, like, I'm gonna fucking die. I was literally about to just jump out of his fucking car. I had it. I wanted to jump out of his car. And, finally, like, you know, he swerved again and almost hitting another car, because there was a green light from where we were supposed to stop. Well, we were at a red light, and there was a green light from cars coming out this way. So he was supposed to stop at the lane before he turned right, and he didn't. Like, he literally just fucking turned that shit. And, you know, there's like a whole bunch of cars coming, and I was like freaking the fuck out. Like, I was literally like, I wasn't crying or anything, but like, I was panicking and so bad. Like, I was literally like having an anxiety attack. Like, I was like, oh my God, take me home. And like, I was just yelling at him. I was like, you need to pull over. Like, this is not okay. Like, you're not okay. So we pull into this the parking lot of Murray High School, and he just starts driving in circles, and I literally just stayed quiet. I didn't even say anything. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to, like, if he is on drugs or whatever, like, I do not want to say something for him, like, to get, like, you know, to snap on me. So I'm not gonna say anything. So I just stayed quiet, and I didn't even say anything. Like, he kept driving in circles, and then finally I grabbed his shoulder, and I was like, it's okay. Just pull over and breathe in. Like, it's okay. You're going to be fine. It's okay. So he stops, and, you know, for like a minute, like, he just like, you know, like, moving a little, like kind of like twitching. And he starts hitting himself. I don't know where. Like, he literally starts hitting himself. And I like tried to stop him, but I was fucking freaked the fuck out. Like, I was scared that he was gonna hit me. So like I just didn't even do much. I just tried to calm him down the best way that I could. Like, we were far from my house, so I was like, fuck, like what am I gonna do? Like, we need to go somewhere. And we were actually down the street from well, he's not a friend or anything, but it's this story time that I did with this guy about like telling guys that I'm trans. Like, if you want to watch that video, you can like swipe up and watch it. But yeah, so it's about one of those guys, and he actually lived in that city, and he was actually down the street. So my goal was to make him drive there, and like get help from him, obviously from what should we call the guy, like from Johnny. From Johnny. And so basically I just wanted to get help from Johnny, and but it did not go any way that I wanted it to go. Like, there was this cop driving by, and he saw us at the light, and like it was red, whatever, so it was good. And I was just literally wanting to like get out of the car and like, you know, stop that cop guy, because like, dude, like he wouldn't move from the stop sign, like from the light, he wouldn't move at all. Like, we stayed there for another like 25 minutes. I put this on everything. Like, we stayed at that light for 25 minutes. And I asked him, like, do you want me to drive? I'll drive. I can drive. Like, let me drive. And he just wouldn't. He wouldn't fucking drive. So, like, those 20 minutes passed by, and finally we started to drive, and I was like, okay, let's go this way. And I was trying to drive for him. And this is when I started pulling my phone out, and I started recording him. Just, you know, in case if anything happened to me, I said his name, so I hope someone would find out what happened to me if something did. But it just turned out to be that the name that I said in the Snapchat wasn't even his fucking real name. Like, he lied about his name, so it was like useless in a way, I guess. Oh my god, at this moment, now this moment right here was when I was trying to drive for him, but in the passenger seat, because he was just fucked up, dude. He was fucked up. Like, he was freaking out. Like, he was twitching. He was hitting himself. Like, it was just fucking crazy. Like, we were driving, and it was so hard to turn the car because like, he wouldn't turn the other way. Like, he was trying so hard to like, he wouldn't move his hands. Like, he just had it like this, and like, he wouldn't move at all. And I was just like, fuck, dude. Like, help me here. Like, please, like, make some kind of effort so we can get somewhere. And like, finally, like, when we were driving, like, I let go of the wheel and I just let him drive. And like, he was driving so fast. He started to go like, I think it was like almost like 70, and we were supposed to go only like 45. So he was going 70. He was driving so fucking fast, and there was a red light coming up from where we were at, and like, he was supposed to stop, obviously, but he wasn't slowing down, and there was cars coming. So I literally, at this time, like, I literally yelled, and I was like, slow the fuck down. Like, oh my god, like, okay, you're gonna turn right here, okay? Slow down, Matt. Matt, slow down. Okay, go straight. Go straight. Come on. Go straight. Matt, go straight. Matt, oh my god, Matt. Matt, go straight. Go straight, Matt. Keep going straight. It's okay, go straight. No, keep going, Matt, keep going. Just go, okay? I'll hold the steering wheel. Just go. It's okay. Just keep going. Just keep going. It's okay. Keep going. Don't stop. Just keep going. Like, talking about this is like literally giving me so much anxiety right now, because like, I keep thinking of that night, of what happened. I was just like, holy fuck. Like, honestly, like, he could have killed me, like, dead ass. Like, I would have been fucking dead right now. And honestly, the only reason I think I'm not is because like, I kind of took over, you know, driving for him for a bit, for me sitting from the passenger seat. And yeah, it was just really fucking crazy. Like, we pulled over at my friend's house, at Johnny's house, and I tried to go upstairs and knock and, you know, ask for him. Like, I knew the situation that me and him were, because, you know, like I said, he didn't know who I was trans, and then I finally told him after, like, you know, we kind of kissed, I guess. And so he was pretty much upset. Like I knew he was because he never messaged me back, and like he was the only one near that I knew that lived around there. So like I didn't know where else to go, and I was just freaking out. Like so yeah, so I go upstairs and knock at his house, and his car was there. But this lady opens the door, and it seemed like a super old lady. So like I know it wasn't like some girl that he was hooking up with. I mean, I didn't care if he was, um, unless he likes to hook up with older women. I don't know. Anyways, um, yeah, she answered the door, and like I'm literally like crying. Like I'm at this point I am crying. I'm like crying. I'm like, I'm about to say his real name. I was like, is Johnny here? I'm like, I need to like please like he needs to come out. Like I need his help right now. Like, and she was like, oh, no one by that name lives here. And like at that moment, like I was so upset. I couldn't even be angry because like I wanted to tell him like his car's right there. I know he's here. So I just go back downstairs and I sit down, and like a few hours pass by, and like this guy literally is just tweaking the fuck out. Like he's still hitting himself. He's mumbling some weird shit, and I'm just sitting here like I don't even know what to do. Like I posted on my Snapchat story, and everyone's like, oh my god, get the fuck out of there, like call the cops, like if something happens to him it's on you, blah blah blah, this and that. And like the thing was is that when I was trying to get out of the car the second time I came back from knocking at on Johnny's house, he locked me in. He wouldn't let me out. So I was like freaked the fuck out because I couldn't even go outside to make the call to 911 if I wanted to call the cops. So if I had to, I would have to make the call in the car. But if he wasn't letting me out, and like when I was literally about to open the door, like he like slammed it in. Imagine what he would have done to me if I were to call the cops in front of him. What if he would have done something? Just, I was thinking about my safety, but I was also thinking about his. And, I've been around I have had friends who were like really bad, addicts to some kind of drugs. So like, I know how to handle things. But at this point, like, I just didn't know what to do because it was a guy who I didn't even know. Like, I just literally, at that moment, that's when, like, he kind of, like, started to pass out. So I had his phone, and I finally found out that wasn't even his real name. So I didn't even know what else, like, what I kind of got to learn from him was true. As soon as I was looking through his phone, like, the whole time this was going on, like, when he was in the bathroom, like, he was texting some girl. The girl seemed like they were in a relationship. I don't know if they were or not. She was just basically telling him, like, oh, like, why are you doing this to me? Like, why aren't you talking to me anymore? Blah, blah. I wanted to message the girl, but I feel so bad if I did. Like, he treated her like shit. And, it was just, some girl, like, messaging you from the guy that you like or whatever. And it's just a horrible experience. I didn't want to do that. He has a baby girl. So he has a kid. And he's 3 years older than me. He was like 23, 24. And, at this moment, I'm just like thinking, like, how do people like let themselves get at this stage where they like become like really bad, addictive to drugs? Like when you have a daughter or a son or whatever, like you have kids, like why aren't you thinking of them when you're doing things like this? Like, I don't know. I get it. It's like, it's not a choice or whatever, but people just need to find some kind of like way of like coming back from that, because this night was just fucking shitty. Like it was just horrible. Like this guy was just literally talking to girls the whole time we were together, and he was on drugs. He was on drugs. That's all I gotta say. Like he was on drugs. He was on him, and I try to comfort him. I try to like hold his hand. I try to like like put my hand on his shoulder, and just I try to do my best that I could to like help him in the best way that I could. Like literally hours passed by, and at this time I didn't even know what the fuck to do. And I finally thought about it. I was like, oh wait, I have a friend who is a cop, and we're gonna name him Michael. So Michael and I have actually been friends for a very, 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 very long time. Like for like 4, maybe 6 months by now. But we never hung out either. And every single time he wanted to hang out with me, I didn't want to, just because like I felt like he's a cop. So like I felt like if he like, how some people out there like, who are cops and they're undercover and they like, you know, have girls come in the car and like, you know, have them do something so like, you know, they can get arrested and shit. I was not about to be the bitch. Like, I'm sorry, but I was not about to be that bitch. And I I just didn't want to call the cops, so I texted him. I was like, "Can you please come pick me up? Like, this is that." And like, he was mad at me. He's like, "So you'd rather go hang out with some other guy who was a fucking druggie instead of hanging out with me?" I was like, "Johnny, or Michael, Michael, this is not the point. Like, I'm dying. Like, I'm literally about to fucking die. Like, you need to fucking pick me up right fucking now." He finally comes. He was actually close, and I asked him like, "What do we do? Like, I can't leave him here." And, you know, he had his own feelings towards people who were fucking drug addicts, so he didn't want to help him at all. Um, what I did was text his roommate, and I told him to come pick me up from this place, and I guess he did because after Michael took me home this morning, I didn't even go to work. I called in. Like, I wasn't traumatized, but I was just scared. You know, because he knows where I live. And he texted me and he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, like, I took a sleeping pill, like, super early." I didn't even answer him. Literally, who takes a sleeping pill and acts like that? Like, you're gonna see, when I post the videos, you're gonna see, like, how do you act like that? Like, how does a sleeping pill make you act like that? Bitch, you're canceled. You're fucking canceled. Anyways, at this, why I wanted to talk about this was because people were saying that I was, you know, doing drugs with him, or that I was trying to take advantage of him. He knew I was trans, so I wasn't trying to take advantage of anyone, sweetie. And honestly, if he had offered me to take any of that shit, whatever he was doing, I would have fucking declined and just told him to take me home, because I'm not gonna let some fucking nigga take advantage of me when I'm not even, like, conscious to say that I want to have sex. So, take me home. Thank you, next. And, like, it was just pissing me off because people made it seem like I didn't care. I did care. I stayed with him throughout the whole night until he tried to get sober. I didn't have to do that shit. I could have left him, like, ages ago when we were at the gas station. I could have left him then. I could have left him when we pulled over at the fucking high school when he was driving in circles. I could have left him when we pulled over at Johnny's house. But I didn't. I fucking stayed. And I tried to make sure he was okay. I texted his roommate and I asked him to come pick him up. What more else could I have done? I didn't want to get him in trouble. So I did what I could. And, you know, maybe I could have called the cops when I left. But I just didn't want to call the cops and then have me, like, leave. I didn't want to get him in trouble. And it was just, I couldn't, like, what if he went to jail and, like, he couldn't see his kid after that? Like, I don't know. Like, I felt bad in a way. But thinking about it, I think I should have called 911 and said something, just because what if he does this again? But, you know, it happened. It's done with. I'm okay, I guess. It was really, like, scary for me at that moment, just because, like, I don't know what could have happened. I didn't even know what to think. Like, I was out of my mind, and I was fucking scared. Like, that's it. Like, I was just not okay. And I was trying to call my best friend, but he didn't even answer me. Like, he was sleeping. So, like, I tried to get help as much as I could. I really did, but shit happens, you know? So, the moral to the story, you know, like, me giving my advice to someone is, honestly, like, if a guy picks you up while he's under the influence of any fucking, like, drug, alcohol, or anything like that, like, know your shit, bitch. And don't fucking go do some stupid shit like I am, because you never know where you can get, you know, people are different when they're under some kind of influence of any drug or anything like that. And like I said, and I always say this about every of my stories where I go out with guys, like, always let someone know where you're going. And at this moment, I fucked up because I didn't let anyone know where I was going. I didn't. You know, I want to be that bad and bougie bitch. So I didn't even say anything. And yeah, know your limits. Also, like, I guess of like who you're willing to go with. In this situation, I guess like I can't really say much about, you know who you're going with, just because like I thought I knew who I was going with. I mean, even though I've known him for like those couple of months, I never really got to know him. Like I said, it was just like a hookup thing. Like I knew what was going to happen, so I never really got to know him. But what can I fucking say? I'm a wild bitch. I'm fucking crazy. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys learned something. You know, like I said, just be safe and know who you're going with, and like if you're going with someone who is going to be under the influence of something or whatever, be safe. Tell someone. Carry a fucking taser with you, pepper spray or something. But yeah. So this is the end of this video. I hope you don't judge me. I'm just kidding. I would fucking judge me. To be honest, like I fucking would. But I learned from it, and honestly, like ever since that happened, like I took forever to go out with someone actually. Like I was not comfortable going out for a while. But yeah. I look super fucking pretty. So, leave a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and keep fucking following me, bitch. I know I haven't posted in a while, and honestly, that's my own fault, or YouTube's fault, because it was like it was not letting me post for shit. So, I'm sorry about my fucking cranky voice. Like I said, I'm getting sick, and I can't really fucking talk. Like my throat hurts. Like, ah. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, so continue following me on my social media. Let me know like what other videos you guys want to see, because I got like a shit ton of story times, but I don't know if they're appropriate to talk about now that I'm in a relationship, so we'll see. Thanks for watching. Ciao.